Guys, so in between the forging, I'm finally doing another video on the traction engine. So I'm working on the back wheels. I've gone through the book and obviously changed a few things because I'm doing it my own way. So what I've done is I've just cleaned these off. These are old parts that I've had cut years ago now. Like 3 years ago, maybe. Sat on the shelf. So what I've done, I've cleaned them all off. I'm just setting up now in vice, clamp them all together because I think they look too wide. They don't look right. They don't look like traction engine spokes. Far too wide, so I'm going to turn them down, face them off on the mill, sorry. Maybe reduce like 5mm off either side. These are going to be the hubs. They're going to have phosphor bronze inserts, so I'm literally just setting this up, clamping them up, and I'm going to TIG weld them and then I mill them. Or MIG, whichever, makes no odds. Just front and back, just so I can mill them down, make them all even. Right guys, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, trying to look at the bench guys, it's a complete mess. As in, that way. All I'm doing is, so you can see that one that's there, the other one. So I've cleaned off all the, I can't think of the name. It's had a complete mind blank. Oh my god. Why can't I think of the name, guys? Slag. All the slag off the plasma. Obviously all the bits. Slag, I'm thinking of the word anyway. No, it's not technically slag. Why I can't think of the word to save my life. All I'm doing is setting these up obviously in the vice like I did the other one. Just so I can stick them in the mill, know they're all true, and I can mill them flat. You know, reduce them down. Save having to grind or cut each one with a grind or whatever. Just TIG welding the ends up. It reminds me I've got a rotary welding table I need to finish. I started, so I'll probably make a little video on that. I'm copying this old Tony. I made a video on making one a few years back now, to be fair. So okay, let's weld that up. Might be worth, to be fair, cutting these, leaving them tacked together like this, and then maybe cutting them into like 3 sections or whatever. Or 4 of 4, no, 3 of 4, sorry. And drilling them, ready for the rivets, just so I know they're all along. Guys, so here's the deal, is obviously the spokes are all tacked together. So I've milled it down, I'm reducing them down to about 12mm. Just think it look more traditional. Obviously rather than them not really super thick, because they're going to be crossing over each other, they're going to be 12 spokes per wheel, 6 either side. And then what I'm going to do is going to get the bull nose end mill, the rounded end mill, and come in here and obviously cut this away. So cut into this corner with the half round piece. So just going to do my final pass this side and then flip it and do the same again, and then I'll change the tool. You can see. Okay guys, so I've milled them down. Well, one set, one wheel. Obviously that's the original size. Much thicker, you can see. So it's going to look a bit more authentic. Obviously not exactly, because obviously it's not bodged, but it's not a. It's loosely based on a traction engine, should I say. Man, that TIG's really done well. Considering there's no filler wire, just holding it together. So I'm just breaking these apart now. I have to hit it again with the grinder a bit more. I'm just going to grind these a bit more, guys, and I'll come back to you. Okay, guys, so I've got the bending jig out now. These are obviously all separated. You can see them all down here. And I'm just working out the angle. So the way these are going to work, like the traditional engines, they're going to sit. That one's going to sit on the inside of this one and fix this side of the hub. And then the alternate side will be the same again. It'll go on the inside like that and fit the other side. So, you know, I'll have like the traditional looking engine wheels. It should be pretty neat. And all I'll do is zoom it up here, I'll TIG weld them all in so it's all nice and uniformed. I'll leave a little bevel, grind it like a little bevel the edge of this, and just TIG weld them up so they look flush. And then if I need to, possibly lathe it off, but probably won't need to. Worst case, I can have like a little hub ring or something I can machine it on. So I'll just set this one to get my angle. So it's sitting flush on there. Goes to where I want it on there. I'll bend the rest of them now to match. So I'll just use this as my jig template. So can't get it wrong now. Well, saying that, I will want to drill them for the rivets. Guys, so here's the spokes that I'm up to. This is where I've got up to. Obviously, this is one side. These are going to be 2 of these per wheel. So you imagine a wheel like that with the rim inside it. They're going to be connected up to these hubs. These inner hubs, which are going to have a phosphor bronze bearing pushed into them. The 12mm ID, and then that's 25mm bore there, so that'll just be pressed in. And these are going to have a slight bend to them, which I showed you before in that other little video, but I've realised I need to drill them. Get it all prepped, and what I'm going to do is tack these onto this now I've got this jig made up. I'll take it off in a minute to show you. Clean these all off, like linish them all off so they're nice and clean. Tack them all on, drill them onto the no, I'll probably clean them all up, slightly bend them all, trim them all at the centre here, tack them all on, drill them, rivet them. I'll tack them on with the TIG. Rivet them all, and then obviously do the other side. Then put them together inside the wheel hub, the actual wheel itself, and then obviously to make it look like the traditional style where these are actually cast into the hubs, where these are going to, obviously if you imagine like the bend coming up like that on the spoke, it'll come to the face of this. You'll have 6 either side, and I'll just TIG weld them to the face of it so it all looks like it's one piece. But you'll have obviously the crisscrossing like they do on the traditional engine, so it'll look pretty cool. So yeah, that's where I'm up to so far, and I'll show you the rest of it later. I can't really do much now because I can't really make much noise, it's a bit late. And then obviously a little project that I've got here, which I've not really spoke about, which is a rotary welding table I'm building. I started this a few years ago, but I just need to get it finished really. So I'll quickly show you this. So it's a windscreen wiper motor, an inverter from single phase to 230 volt to 12 volt, and then you've got a little speed gauge here, like a diameter for the RPM on-off switch. So I'll quickly switch it on for you, so you can see the screen there, on and off, and then obviously so what I need to do is make the case of this all being fixed in, that I can have it flat or vertical for obviously depending on what I want to do, because obviously the boilers this might come in handy for, although to be honest these need to be, probably not, because they're going to have to be, from the fella I'm talking to, one of my mates, he's saying, anyway, that's a different story. So I've got 3 points to pick up here for the case of a hole. This will come through, connect to a chuck. I will probably have a nylon bush of some sort to connect to the plate that will hold the chuck, so this isn't conducting through it. And then my old method with, I didn't in the past, I had a spring on a piece of bronze, almost like a bullet in a tube that was against a spring, so it would put pressure against the bottom of the plate, which would earth through, so it wasn't getting to any of the electrics. So I'll probably do something along them lines. And obviously you can see your revs. Set it right down though. So there we go. Another little project, but hopefully making some headway with the little engine again. So some of you will be happy to see that. Right guys, I'm going to pack up now, so I'll see you in a bit.